All right, welcome back. Episode 23. We said the Jordan episode. Kyrie
Yes,
said the
sir.
Jordan episode. TNEC cast. I'm your boy Chef with my man the Weapon K. Two housekeeping things. Number one, he's getting over a cold and I have allergies. So if you hear some sniffles and stuff like that, don't worry. We are corona free. We just, but we're all right. We're gonna power through. And then number two, subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How you feeling, brother? Outside of
I
getting over the cold?
am feeling great. I think I'm 6 weeks out now. It's getting close. It's crunch time. I know you 2 weeks out. I know it's crunch time, but once you already ready, you don't got to get ready. You
Ain't
know
that
what
the
I
truth?
mean? So this episode, we will be talking about discipline. We got to sometimes you just got to hammer shit home just for people to kind of understand. We want to give you guys a different flavor of discipline because we talked about this back in like episode 6, 7, or 8. So go ahead, Isaac. You was talking about it so passionately about 2 minutes ago. What you got?
So real quick. So we're gonna talk about discipline in two different ways, kind of like from an overall standpoint, and then how discipline with your nutrition. So discipline from an overall standpoint. So as a coach, one of the things that I run into, people thinking that they've done something for 1 day or 2 days or 3 days qualifies as disciplined. And I'm like, nah, you have to do these things for weeks, months, and let's just be real, years on end to really be disciplined. Because doing something for 2 weeks is great, don't get me wrong, but you can't get off the couch and go win a show. You can't get off the couch in 2 weeks and go be in the NBA. You can't get off the couch in 2 weeks and be an NFL superstar. And I don't care about your genetics or anything like that. It's just not going to happen. So if your goal is to do any of those things, or your goal is to lose 40 pounds, you have to create these habits and be disciplined. And that's over time. Because again, also the discipline, which we'll go into, more about the nutrition side, but it's the discipline to follow your program. I posted this earlier. You know what I mean? What did I say? Basically, I was like, when somebody says I can't find a program that works for me, that means I'm not good at following directions, i.e., I don't have this. Because everybody's, I can't. I've tried all these programs, it doesn't work. No, you just don't. You just didn't follow it. Because I'm gonna tell you something, especially if you're about 50 plus pounds overweight, even the crappiest program at first is going to get you to lose some weight.
Yep.
Even the worst of these programs out there, but you have to follow directions first. If you're not following the directions, if you're not being disciplined to stay on the plan, you're not going to see the results. And that's something that I find a lot. So some one of my clients may watch this, like, why is he talking about me? No, you're not alone. There's a lot of you that do that. And it's not just me as a coach. It's all of us, especially us coaches with, a lot of clients. We have people day one, oh, can I switch this out? Day two, oh, I need to have the discipline to stick to the plan. That's why your other plans didn't work, because you thought you knew better. So you said, I'm gonna get this plan, but I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. And then you end up 6, 8, 12 weeks later mad because you wasted your money. You mad at that trainer, that coach, or that program, but you're not looking in that mirror and saying, but I didn't have the discipline to actually follow the plan. Because any plan worth its salt is gonna take at least 4 weeks to you to see real results. Not just you lost some water weight. You know what I mean? Not just because it's great that you went down a pant size or something like that, but you can do that on your own relatively. You have to have the discipline to let the nutrition work, to let the plan work. That takes discipline. That's what people don't get. So now you think just because you followed the plan for 2 or 3 days, it was the other side of discipline, the discipline to be patient, to wait to see the results.
That's a big one.
And if you don't have that, that's probably, that's one of the things that's not talked about. They tell you, oh, be patient, but they don't say it takes discipline to be patient. I've talked about this ad nauseum. I've been through enough preps that I should know that after 2 weeks, I'm going to be like, why am I not stage ready yet? I still
Everyone
convince
does.
myself that, oh, yeah, no, I'm good. It's not going to happen. It happens. But I have the discipline to understand that and stay the course and stay on the plan, not start. Do you have the discipline when the scale's not moving to stay on the plan? That's a discipline. Do you have, For example, I was talking with a client today, and basically, what happened with her, that time of the month, she went up in weight a little bit, but then she went right back down to normal. I have another client that if that would have happened to them, they would have started doing a whole bunch of cardio and try to do all this stuff and not realizing things just roll. Do you have the discipline to let it roll? That all goes into discipline, and that's what drives me crazy, because people say they're disciplined, but they can't even stay on the program. And I'm like, you can't, like, they're not mutually exclusive. Staying on the program is absolute discipline, because now you're just, because it's those same people, they're going to go on social media, blame their coach. I didn't get this right. I didn't get that. First thing I'm always thinking is, did you actually follow the plan? Because they forget that we can see in their story about having margaritas, or you could tell that they was doing excessive carb, like a whole bunch of different things. And I'm like, oh, okay, but you know what I'm saying? But we see that. So before we go into the more specifics of nutritional discipline, okay, I saw you a couple of times. So I know you got some thoughts. So what you thinking?
I love discipline. Because it truly, I said this back in like the first episode we talked about discipline, it frees everything up for you. So I wrote some stuff down as soon as we were talking about discipline in the pregame. It's a skill. It is something that you have to develop. You can't just wake up and be like, I'm disciplined now. No, you're going to fail. You're going to fail. You're going to fail. I can speak from personal experience. Whenever I first started with my bodybuilding journey to be the best bodybuilder of all time, I failed miserably, constantly. But the difference is I didn't stop. Because I knew, hey, I just have to sharpen my sword. If I won 2 days last week, I know I have to win 3 days next week. Okay, I won 3 days. I can aim for 5 now. And you build upon that. Even better, you might get a coach and you'd be like, yes, he's going to hold me accountable and it's going to be great and we're going to be the best as of friends. Stand by on that thought, because discipline cannot be imposed by external factors.
Ooh.
One more time. Discipline cannot be imposed by external factors. You can have me as a coach. You can have Isaac as a coach. You can have a drill sergeant screaming in your face. You see this in the military all the time. As soon as they get out the military, their discipline goes away because they didn't have that authority figure over their head 24/7. What we can do for you, we can write you a plan. We can tell you what to do. It's your job to follow. It is your job to follow, no one else's. Fantastic. You lose 20 pounds working with us. Fantastic. What happens after you leave? Did you build any discipline? Did you learn anything? You lost 20 pounds, you gained 30 back. Congratulations, you played yourself. Sorry. There's a different flavor, right? If you don't like it, whatever. And this one, I started this one. This one I was talking about earlier. I was like, yo, this is going to be a good one. Everyone has discipline in something. Mm-hmm. Everyone has discipline in something. You wake up and go to work, don't you? You wake up and you kiss your wife, good morning, husband. Hey, good morning. I love you. That's a discipline. You sit on the couch and watch the game every night, don't you? You turn on Sports Center at the same time. You grab a beer out the fridge. You sit down. You chill out. That's a discipline. That's a non-negotiable. The only thing, you just have to redirect it in the right direction. Right? So, for example, I know that I suck at comprehending reading. Right? I'm a shitty fucking student. But I have this great ability to eat really, I eat good food, but I really small portions for a very long time, and I can do a Stairmaster for 45 minutes and not bitch about a single thing. But I can't seem to actually get myself disciplined to sit down and do homework. So what happens? You just translate that shit. Once you master the short sword, you master the long sword. Know that you already have the skill set. You already have the tools. Just go that way, G. That's all. So go ahead and go to nutrition, brother. That's all I had to say.
I mean, there ain't nothing left to say on it.
Yeah.
Ding, ding. Remember that shit. So now we're gonna talk about discipline with nutrition. So we get a lot of people, you know, that have seen the explosive growth of our competition team, see their friends that have done well, and they want to come say, I think I can compete. Cool. Competing requires a different level of commitment. Discipline is discipline at the end of the day. So that's why I would say it requires a different level of commitment. You know what I mean? Because it's one thing to say, I tell you, hey, you got to save up $20. Most of the time, you go to the ATM, boom, there goes your $20. Excuse me, told you allergies are bad. But now if I told you got to save up $20,000, discipline is different. Discipline, but that's a different level of commitment because now you have to start making sacrifices. Now you start having to make choices and say, okay, do I really need this $20,000? Because let me tell you something, every athlete that gets on that stage, we got to make a sacrifice, really multiple sacrifices. And you don't know how many times we're making that sacrifice. We're asking ourselves, is it worth it? Sometimes it's as small as, do I want to have this meat? Do I want to have this, burger fry? Do I want to have this Snickers bar?
Shit.
I have that conversation with myself daily. Do I want to have that pumpkin pie? Have that conversation with myself daily. You know what the discipline is? That I don't do it. So that's the thing. So people will see disciplined people and think that they don't have the moments of weakness and things like that. We do. The difference between the disciplined people, we don't give into it. The discipline takes over because we are committed to a goal. We are committed to achieving something. So now our discipline is what drives us. That's the same thing with nutrition. So most people, when they come into bodybuilding, they think it's because they changed up their workouts. They're doing a little bit more cardio, even though most people that come to me don't work out right. But that's another story for another day. The workouts, the cardio, anybody can do that. That's basically, and most people that come to us are already doing that.
Mm-hmm.
It is that precision, laser focused nutrition. I asked today, I was like, do you have the discipline? Do you want it so bad that you can eat the same thing every day for 16 weeks? That's the easiest way to get to where you want to on stage. Like literally, that is the easiest way. You find out during your growth season what works for your body. When you hit that prep, whether it's 16 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever it is, eat the same thing. That's easy. Because now you know how much you need to cook, how much you need to put in your meal prep thing. Easy. Do you have that discipline? Shout out to Pro Rita. She talked about, she was like the variety thing when she came back. She trying to have too much variety messed her up.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, they want to be, Bobby Flay, because every time you see something on social media, oh, I have this for prep, da, 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 da. I post up my regular old ass egg whites, regular ass oats. You know what I mean? My 99-1 turkey. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
God.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like these different things that we post. You know what I mean? So that nutritional discipline is what separates, because anybody can really do 45 minutes of cardio. There's all these different levels of it and all that stuff. Anybody can go to the gym. And like literally anybody can go to the gym and lift weights. Most people are doing that. You see a lot of people in there. You know what the difference is between myself and Kyrie and that other person that you see in the gym? Because there's people that we look a million times better than, that be in that gym longer than us. They're there because I see it all the time. They're there when I get there and they're still working when I leave. But you know what they don't have? They don't have nutritional discipline. Mm-hmm. They're basically going to the gym to keep, to make sure that just to stay just enough ahead of their shitty habits that they don't look totally crazy. That's basically, what it is. That's where the difference is. That's the separator. That's nutrition. Oh, it's just their genetics. No. Genetics will only get you so far. I hate people say that. It's nutritional discipline. It's to stay on the plan. Stop trying to add, can I add this? Can I switch this? Why did you pay for a plan? Why did you pay for a coach to switch out? If it's not for a reason of, oh, hey, I'm allergic. You know what I mean? Because then, because that's where it comes to the discipline. Because do you really want it that bad? Like if I told you ate the same thing for 12 weeks, you get $1 billion, I bet you do it.
Yep.
Because I know, 2 weeks from now, I won't be, 2 weeks from now, I won't be talking about my win. I want to be talking about my win, not my second place, not my, oh, I did pretty good. I want to be talking about my win. That is why I have nutritional discipline. That's why I'm not deviating, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. Do you know how bad the other night I was like, man, look, I'm looking great. I can do this. I could go do this, and my coach wouldn't know. Nobody would know. You wouldn't even be able to tell. Didn't do it, and I want no award for that. No, we don't. One, we don't do participation trophies, and two, we do not celebrate doing what the fuck you're supposed to do. Point blank. Period. So this is not some, oh, good job, Isaac. Hell no. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. That's what discipline is. Look, the cherry on top or whatever, for me, the pumpkin pie at the end of the day is that win. That 12 weeks of me, not having this, not doing that, sacrificing this, sacrificing that. You have to have nutritional discipline. You have to. You ask these people now. Look, I'm not talking about fluke wins where they just showed up, and because you could tell nobody there had a winning physique. That happens all the time, unfortunately. And no offense to anybody that's won in that situation, it happens. But what I'm saying is, you ask these people that win. You think Kyrie won the biggest NPC show ever by not having nutritional discipline? You think I was able to do two pro shows in one day by not having nutritional discipline? And not showing up there, a second and a fifth. So it's not like I showed up and I was just there. I was a guy. Like, you need nutritional discipline. We're not making this shit up. You want to, because I see people all the time. They go to shows and like, oh, making fun of people. I'm like, well, do you even have the nutritional discipline to get to that person's level?
Yep.
You're doing a lot of talking and laughing from the sideline. All you got to do, pay the money. And the promote. Look, I will tell you this. No promoter will tell you can't get on stage. These promoters want the money. Let me tell you that. They will. If as long as you can Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, whatever it is, they will accept it. They don't give a shit what you look like, because you ain't embarrassing them when you go up there. That's yourself that you got to worry about.
They just give you a platform.
Yep. They like, hey, all right, cool. They paid the money. Hey, just like everybody else. But that's when I'm talking about nutritional discipline. Go to the lifestyle side a little bit. Doctor tells you, hey, in 6 months, you got to come back here and be X amount of weight, or I'm going to have to put you on blood pressure medication, or we're going to have to do open heart surgery, or whatever it is. I'm telling you, if they told me that, I would do anything possible to make sure that I'm not doing that. Because a lot of people, unfortunately, have those situations happen and they don't wake up once they go under. Mm-hmm. Do you really want to risk that? So when they say you got to give up, cheeseburgers or give up whatever, do you have the nutritional discipline to do that? So that when you show up 6 months later for that checkup, did you lose the 40 pounds they asked you to lose? Did you cut out the things so your numbers can go down so you don't got to get on these medications? Because at the end of the day, if you do it with us, we just asking you to eat real food. Forget the fact that we know the supplements and stuff like that. At the end of the day, your programs, Pop is I can't wait for Pop to finish his program so he can come on and tell you about it. You know what I'm saying? Well, not tell you, tell you, tell you the viewers about it. We just ask you to eat real food. Mm-hmm. And I say that because you want to go buy these pills and do all this other stuff. Just eat real food, lose the weight, get healthy, and then you can start doing more and more different things. And that's what nutritional discipline is. Freedom. Now you don't have to, now you're not so dependent on, oh, I need this sauce, or I need this certain taste, or I need these, all the other stuff that you need. It just becomes a treat versus a necessity. You know what I'm saying? And that's the freedom that nutritional discipline gives you. Because I don't give a shit about the scale anymore. Mm-hmm. I can look in the mirror and I know I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want that for everybody. I really, truly do. And I'm not saying everybody needs to become a professional bodybuilder. What I'm saying is you need to become the best version of yourself. Because look, I'm telling you, man, the amount of people, when they go past a number that they never thought they could. You have no idea as a coach what that does for me. But I know for those people how happy they are to realize I can do this. All because of nutritional discipline. Has shit to do with the workouts. Mm-hmm. Which is why, I'll tell you, one of the main reasons why TNEC has grown the way as it has as a whole is because was told by a very, 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 very important person to me, hey, you can't separate workouts and nutrition for a weight loss person. You need to put it together and do it like that. I was like, shit, you right. Changed everything. Because I had these conversations. I had, one of my, when Ashley Klein going to train after this, she just wanted to work out. She told me her situation, everything like that. I was like, look, there's a lot of trainers that would have took the money and said, hey, I'm going to take this and da, 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 da. I was like, look, I'll be doing you a disservice if I don't put you on a nutrition plan. I'll put you on a workout plan. You're going to lose a few pounds because you're doing something new. After about 2 or 3 weeks, the weight loss is going to stop. And then you're going to get frustrated and you're going to quit. You need to do nutrition.
Bless you.
I was hoping I could go the whole episode without it. Damn, sorry. But that's nutritional discipline. Like, and that's why you're not seeing the results, because you don't have nutritional discipline. You're doing all this stuff. I'm doing all the cardio. I'm doing all the workouts. I'm doing everything my coach is asking me. Doing everything but eating. You're not controlling the fork.
Let me
control the fork. You win the day.
Let me talk to him for a second, brother. He said nutritional discipline is freedom. And let's visit that for a second, right? So let's take the same person who went to the doctor. The doctor said, hey, you're going to have open heart surgery if you do not get your life together in the next 4 to 6 months. Nutritional discipline equals freedom, because guess what? You live longer. You get to see your daughter get married. You get to play with your grandkids. You get to be around for those events. Do y'all hear me? This is why it's important. This is why you should pursue this, fail miserably every single day until you're like, oh, I got it. And you just level up. It's just like playing a video game, Super Mario. You're going to fucking suck that first level. If you've never played a video game before, you're going to suck. You're going to fall in the pit. Guess what? You're going to hit by a turtle. But you're going to be like, okay, I get a hang of this. I jump here. I slide here. Da-da-da-da-da. So be mindful of that. Also, I'm going to give you guys a cheat code. We got a few minutes left. I'm going to give you guys a cheat code to prep, lifestyle, whatever have you. Those M&Ms won't last. They won't last.
That hurt somebody.
I know. I've been there. I was like, you know what? I'm going to have some those peanut M&Ms, the one of the yellow ones. I had them, and it was gone. I was craving them, dog. I could beat up a baby for some damn M&Ms. But as soon as I finished the package, it was done. And now I'm left with that thought in my head for the rest of my career saying, damn, what if I came out a little sharper? What if I lost? Ooh, it will haunt you. Last one. Lifestyle. I was talking to my wife about this, and we was talking about how difficult prep is in contrast with lifestyle, right? And I was like, in competition, you win once. In lifestyle, you win every single week.
Boom.
They don't care I hit on my meals. They don't care that I lost 12 pounds. They don't care that, look at my sick abs. They don't care. Yo, did you win on stage? That's the only thing that matters. If you just want to make it on stage and that's an achievement on your own, hey, we're not talking to you. If you're chasing trophies and championships and your legacy, hey, that's the only time that matters. Lifestyle, you kill your nutrition. You killed your workout, you killed your cardio, and you're just like, yes, I lost 2 pounds this week. I know if this is going to compound on top of each other, and it's going to be great. You won that week. You get your own invisible trophy. That's your reward. You wear that forever. Take advantage of that.
That trophy ain't invisible.
Oh, you looking straight in the mirror, man.
That shirt that was too tight. Got to get rid of it. Those fat pants, they're so big now that there's no point in keeping them. Those pants that you haven't worn in 5 years, those are like when we're always talking about the NSVs, the non-scale victories. I was able to run a mile without stopping.
Yeah.
Those are your victories. Those are your trophies on the lifestyle side. I got off of the blood pressure medication. I don't have to stick myself with a needle anymore for diabetes. I'm going to be very real. At the end of the day, that's more valuable than a trophy or than what we get from what we do.
I haven't even picked
That's
up that trophy, dog.
that's a moment.
It's
That's a
fire.
moment. That's a memory. Get talk about a little bit. But when you get to say every day, man, you sit there, you go, man, it's been 2 years since I've had to stick myself, for diabetes. I don't got to shop it, and I don't got to look in the big people section no more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm real quick. I don't want to get too far down the rabbit hole, but I had a client talk to me. She came from being very large. Some things I've never thought about. Is this restaurant? Am I going to be able to fit in the booth? Am I going to be able to sit on that chair? Do I have to buy two planes? Like when I say that shit hit me, because that's something I would have never fathomed. Even when I was bigger and out of shape, I never had to think about things like that. Like, so to not have that stress, to not have to, like, if you get invited to a barbecue, am I going to be able to sit anywhere?
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to get made fun of? Now you don't got to worry about that shit. Those are very real rewards. That should be enough to keep you nutritionally disciplined. Do you like having this, instead of spending $200, having to spend $400 to fly somewhere? That's what I'm saying. Again, that's real shit. You know what I mean? And you see, I'm not saying it in no funny style, no nothing like that. I'm being very honest with y'all. This is the stuff, especially if you were a bigger person and you losing weight, whatever, but you were never that big. You were never, because I know Kyrie and I never had this conversation. So I'm seeing his face. His face is the same face I was making when I was being told this. I never thought about that. I never thought about that. You see what I'm saying? So them trophies on that lifestyle side, those are the real wins, man. Like, because at the end of the day, we have a choice. We don't have to compete. We can just look good like this if we wanted to.
Yep.
But on the lifestyle side, you don't got a fucking choice. You got to get right. Your life fucking depends on it. Your life depends on your nutritional discipline. And if you don't think that, think about somebody that's not here anymore if they would have had their nutrition right. That's a very real thing. I know a few people that are not here on this earth anymore because they ignored their nutrition. Yeah. They ignored the warning signs. They ignored the doctors. They ignored, and now they up out of here before their time. I got a lot of people I care about that I'm trying to help because I don't want them up out of here. Oh, because it's just because I always say, I just gotta go to the gym. No, you need to focus on your nutrition. There's nothing you can do in that gym that you can't do more in the grocery store. Because the gym can't fix your grocery store mistakes, but your grocery store mistakes can fix the gym. Understand that. Stop running away from nutrition. That nutritional discipline is what is going to put you where you need to be in life. I'm trying to tell you this. I keep seeing people, and it's mainly guys, out of shape guys. I need to get back to the gym. No, you don't. You need to control your fork. You need to stop eating the wings, stop eating all the stuff that you're doing, because you're fucking killing yourself. You are literally killing yourself. I'm 37 years old. I know people my age that are on blood pressure medication right now. That's absolutely ridiculous and heartbreaking. All because you don't want to put the fucking hot dogs and shit down. Like, are you that selfish? And some of y'all as parents, are y'all that selfish? That you gonna rob your kids a chance of having my dad died when I was 9. Don't you think I wish I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. It's because of his choices that he's not here. Unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? I'll be damned if I'm gonna be in that situation. I'm doing the best I can to take care of myself. And some of y'all is just as simple as switching your nutrition. And look, stop giving yourself the out and stop giving yourself the excuse, well, I don't want to eat like y'all, or I don't want to look like y'all. We're not telling you that. Better choices. That's it. I'm off my soapbox.
Yo, all right, bro. I know you gotta go. Thank you guys for watching. Every Tuesday, 7:00 in the morning is perfect for a morning run, morning cardio, walking the dog. So they handle their business. Check in next week. I appreciate you guys. Later.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, fucking subscribe.